here we have an elastic collision of two pendulums. D is given distance, the mass 1, mass 2 is given. We have to find how high the center of mass raises after the collision. So basically, when the red ball, so this is M1, this is M1, this is M2. Okay, so when red ball is released, just before hitting the second ball, it will have a certain velocity. So using the conservation of energy, energy initial is equal to the energy final, where first ball it had potential energy, which is M1 GD, is equal to the final velocity just here, okay, just before hitting the M2, which means M1 V squared final divided by 2, so masses cancel, and from here you can find what is the final velocity of the first ball. So that becomes 2GD under the square root. Now if you do calculation, in my case I got 0.159 meter per second. Now in the second case, now we have to use the conservation of momentum. Momentum initial is equal to momentum final. Now it's inelastic collision, so therefore first of all M1 V initial plus M2 V initial is equal to the inelastic collision. They stick together and they move together, okay, so that means M1 plus M2 V final. Now since the second ball was not moving, so it becomes 0. From here you have to find the final velocity, where M1 V initial, which is this one, divided by M1 plus M2, okay. Once you find the V final, then we know that, again, using the conservation of the energy, energy initial is equal to energy final, where they stick together and they move a certain height, okay. So let's say this is just H, okay. Of course we know that initially they will start moving with the initial velocity and then final height. In this case, what we have when you do this calculation, this V final, you can do calculation, okay. So then we have what we have, M V squared over 2 is equal to mg h. Now this is the total mass, so they will cancel each other, and then from there you can find h, which is equal to the v initial squared divided by the 2g. Now you take this value and then you plug it here, m1 v initial divide m1 plus m2 squared multiplied to the 2g. Okay, so that's it.